Okay, guys. I'm trying to check to see if everything is working properly. Um, and I can see it's working, so the audio is good, and I think we are good. We are ready to proceed. And okay, so welcome to yeah, this should be episode 17, right? Yeah, let's see. Yeah, this should be episode. No, no, no. This should be episode 16. Yeah, it should be episode 16. And I'm happy to be doing this. I'm happy that we are currently here and hoping for more episode on different projects, not only on this. Like I said, I'll be starting work. I will start working on different platform. The next platform that will be coming up will be SwiftUI. I'm just looking at currently kind of like looking at project I've been working on with it. So I'm just getting things in order, and after that, hopefully, so React Native next, and then we can go to working with web technologies. Um, so that's it. So yesterday we kind of like stopped. Yeah. Let me see. So we kind of stopped. Let's restart this. Basically, I just did something, so we stopped somewhere. So we start here. So basically using this code. So yeah, we stopped here yesterday. So today we'll be continuing working on this, and we are looking forward to completing all this. Yeah, we are looking forward to completing all this part of the screen, populating this with dummy users for now, and after that, we let's see if we have chance to work on this today. Yeah, let's continue. Let's start so we have much time to work on stuff. So for this here, like I said, we stopped here yesterday. So I'm going to remove this for now because we want a list. We want a list for this UI, and this is just a container, a single container. We are going to remove this. Um, we can actually kind of uncomment it out for now. Leave it like this. Then proceed with adding a list here. So this is a list we'll be adding, and we'll be using list view.builder. So we're using Flutter list view.builder, and so let's add a builder function, which we have two parameters: a context and an index. So kind of issue. So let's fix that. And yeah, so that's okay. Yeah, that's fixed right now. And let's see what else we can do here. So now our item count. Let's add an item count. So we start with one item for now, and here we are going to return. We are going to return with what we have here. Same thing we have here. So we're going to copy this for now. So remember we commented it out. So we are going to copy that, um, delete it from here, and paste it in here, and then go ahead and uncomment it out. I don't know why our system is okay. Let's try this again. Okay, uncomment it out, and it should have a return at the back. So add a return statement here. So let's go ahead and start. So right now, if you let's save this and see what we have. So this is what it looks like looking at the app. So this is what it looks like. So we can actually add the multiple of these to the list, but now we can't do that because we are telling the list we have one item. So we can start with this one item and fix that off first before we go ahead and add more items. So first of all, in our design, there should be a big space here and a space here too. So let's go ahead and add these two spaces. So over here, and so before we get to tab bar, that should be here. We can use what we call sized box. Let's use our custom sized box, and we're going to add that here. And okay, let's leave it like this. Okay, I think that's too big. Let's reduce this. Um, let's make it 3. Yeah, I think it's okay now. So you can still copy this and add that for before our button bars, and that should over here. Save this. So we have that those two spaces. Looking at the image again, and we can confirm it's looking like what we need. So the space and the space here. So that's it. So go ahead, let's fix this. This is still working as expected. Let's go ahead and fix this up. And scrolling down to this place, so we already have an image, and we have a column, and looking over, you see that this text has squashed up to this here, so we have to give a space there, because over here in our design, there should be a space here. I'll just try to see if there's a way I can share two screens. Maybe in our next episode, I'll try to figure that out. But now let's go ahead and just fix this up as quickly as possible. So for this, we're going to add a sized box. So we'll not be using you might be asking, why are we not using the custom size box? The reason is that the custom size box is adding a space vertically, so we didn't kind of like create it to add also horizontally. So we are going to add a horizontal space between this image and the text here. So let's go ahead and use the width and use our media query so it can be responsive on other screens. Out of context, dot size, dot we get hold of the width of the device, we multiply it by 0.04. Let's try that out. Yeah, that's looking fine. So we are going to keep this. Let's go inside our column here for the text we have here. let's touch the test. Over here, we're going to add a cross axis. And, this is the start. So yeah, and for the test here, let's see if there's something we are missing. Okay, for the row, so let's continue. So we have this test, psychedelic, and it's too big. That's not what we want. So we are going to use our theme. Remember our theme test? We added a custom test for our themes. So you can get hold of that using theme dot of context, the current screen dot test theme dot. So the one we're going to be using here is headline. We can try headline 3. That's what we need. That's good. And next one should be yeah. So let's fix the second one. So delete this. Get hold of the team data, not team data, just team. Dot of context dot test team dot. Um, this should also be headline. Okay, this should be caption. Let's use caption here. And yeah, we are getting there. So right now we have a test. This one is using a caption test, and the first one is using a headline test. And so over here in our row, let's see if let's see what we have so far, compare that with our design. Let's see, the test is a bit far away from here, but this one is too much. This one is like in the center of the image, looking at the vertical axis. So let's fix that up. And we have our test right here. So these two code here, just fix that for us. And basically it's mainly the main axis, not this. So the one that fixed the code, let me show you. So if you remove this, okay, so the cross axis fixed that. So let's uncomment the main axis to see. So we actually needed the cross axis to fix that, but we can still leave the main axis there. So we can right now, so looking at the design, we still have to push the test a bit down, a bit lower here. So the easiest way to do that is to wrap the first one, wrap this first test in a padding. Click over here, get rid of your padding, and it's going to suggest us this padding.edgeset.all. We don't need that. We just say only, and we are targeting just the top. And for the top, we are going to add a padding of let's add a padding of 20.0. And yeah, we're getting there. So it's pushed down a bit. So let's look at the design and compare this both. So we have let's reduce this. I think it's pushed it down a bit too far. Okay, let's give it 15. Yeah, I think it's okay. Yeah, and we can go ahead right now and make the text bold. Looking over here is not bold. Um, to do that, we can just add copy, copy width, and we can add font width. Font width, we can say um, font width dot 400. And yeah, that's added the font width, and now is bold like what we need. So looking at that, so they are the same. So let's fix this one up. So let's add a space between the main text and this one here. Let's do that. So let's wrap these two with a button, with a padding. Um, Make sure you click here. Your cursor is inside the test widget. Inside the test widget, then you click here, add a padding to it, and that should be it. But only top of it. At the top, you just let's say add 10. Let's check that out. Okay, that's too much. Let's reduce this 6 and 6. I think 6 is okay. Um, let's leave it at 6. Looking at this, seeing here, we are going to have a, so the first test will be what the occupation of the psychologist, and the last test will be the experience of the psychologist. So basically, these are two independent tests. So to do that, okay, there's a way to solve that without creating a two test here. So the way to solve that, let's start with adding the, okay, the occupation is just the start, GESTALT, yeah, and we can add a dot. Can add that dot there. Um, so dots, say 4 years, 4 years experience. Okay. Looking over, I can see that the dot is too small. We can't actually see it. So it's too tiny. We can't see it. Uh, so here's the dot. Um, so at this point in time, we can actually decide to use a rich test. Yeah. Let's try out rich test widget. So let's comment this out. add another child here. And that's for this child you're going to use Flutter rich text. So yeah, you can have a text widget here. Okay, let's see what we needed to fix there. Okay, my bad. It's requesting for a widget called test span, and yeah, so we have the shared property. Where is it? Okay, let's fix that and add this there, and then we can do same for other ones. So copy this in here. So the text is there, but it's white in color. So we have to change that. Let's use the theme, and just gonna have a style, and we have that. It's working for that. And this one we can style this independently. We can say for this we don't want caption. We want that the point to be at least big. Let's start with headline one. Okay, let's see. We are having some issues right now. So this is done. Yeah, so I want it to be in the middle, and so guess we can actually use to fix that issue. Get what we want. We can actually use a widget called test span. Let me be sure of what we need to do. Um, okay, okay, let's go ahead and replace this. Let's try this out. Let's replace this with a test span and widget span. We can actually leave that there, leave the test there, and then wrap the test. Yes, this is a widget of inline span. Okay, no, we don't need to leave that. Okay. So I was trying to maybe you can leave it there and wrap the test with a transform, but it's not going to work because this is requesting uh, a type of inline span. So use transform.translate to move it. So the offset for now we can just use a dummy offset. We are not sure what this will do for now until we see that on the screen. Um, and then after that, in the we have a child property. Inside the child property, we can copy our test span we had here, or we can just go ahead and use a test. And in here we're going to add, there should be just a dot and comma, the style. We'll just go and copy this. So yeah, this is what you're having. So we can So using headline, one, where I use headline for. Let's use caption for now in there, and replace also add a caption here, the same theme style caption. We can see the dot, but it's kind of like too small. So let's see what we could do here to increase it. Let's use a scale factor. And let's add 0.3. I think it should be maximum of what? Okay, let's try 1.4. Okay, none of this is helping now. Okay, so we got that to look a bit what we needed, and let's make it headline 3. Okay, I think 2 is enough, and let's remove this widget span. Let's remove this. So let's get back to what we have here. Okay. So let's add the offset. This works out. So minus 5 horizontal side. Okay, it's working. And so we are using the offset to move this up so we can actually get what we need there. And so we have that added. So I have transformed the translate from there, and we can actually copy this over. So we have copied that over, wrap this with the widget span, another widget called, we used that, we added that before, and we removed that. So I see that we needed it right now, add it back, and so we have that, so we can remove the test factor here. Don't need that too. Let's save this, and so we have, okay, see the space we have there, and can move it a bit upward. Let's try 9, and that's good right now. And this, we can move this down. Okay, and yeah, it's now in the middle of those two tests. And what else we could do right now is that we can add, we can wrap this. So let's say we can wrap this test with a padding, and we can say dot only. At the right, let's give it, let's test with 9.0, and that's too much. We can come to 4.0. Okay, yeah, got that. And looking over here, we can see we kind of like achieved that. So that's looking good. Let's say that's something we mixed. Can go ahead and delete this. We don't need that. And okay, that's too much. And let's save this. Now we can go ahead and start adding all that stuff. So added this. Let's add this below. Yeah. So we're going to add a row widget now. Um, cut that over. Um, So in here, let's add this test. So this should be first test should be from, and has the same font weight like this. Let's add the test. Say from 700. Add the dollar sign. Yeah. So we are trying to escape this dollar sign so that it will not be giving us an error. Um, so that's how to escape stuff. And with that added, let's see what that looks like. So this is it here, and we can push it down a bit so that okay. Over here we can have height property, and the height property, let's give it a um okay, that's enough. And so we have $700, and then we have this icon here for star, and we can go ahead and add an icon widget. We can use icons dot star. Okay. See. Okay, let's use this. You can see the icon over here, and let's see what. So it should be sharp. Okay. So not rounded. That should be border sharp, and add this. And once we added the icon, we can size it. The size of the icon, let's make it something like 13.0. I think. Okay, that's too small. Let's 15. Okay, let's make it 18. 17 should be okay. Yeah, that should be okay. And at the right of it, we have these test here. So that test, can copy this over. Have another one. This one should say 4.0, and this one should say something like this. Bracket 10. Save that, and yeah, we have those. And so just add this space. So the space should start from somewhere here. The size box size. So just use size box. So what we need is the width part of it. Target the width, and we can give it something like 15.0 to see what that looks like. And okay, that's okay. That's okay. There is space here and a space here. We can add those. Copy this. Um, I can make this to be 6.0. Looks like that's too much. Let's make it 5.0. And yeah, we can actually be using um, so wait. Okay, from the left, so from the left is 17.0. If we actually add 17.0 right here, that was too big. So that should be, so let's for the last one, let's calculate with my head, and we can actually, oh come on, why did I close that? Um, let's make that, let me leave it 5. So it will be equal space between this and this. Now look is the same. Okay. Yep. Mm. We are looking over here. You see, this is kind of like darker than this 10. So this has a lighter color, like this one we have here. Um, so we can change the style to be the caption dot copy width. Um, First unwrap this, and then in here, let's save this. See what it looks like for now. Okay. Font size, let's increase the font size. Let's give it like something like 15.0. That's too much. 13.0 and 12.0. Okay. Yeah, I think that was okay. And it match up with what we have here. And then this is, yeah, so this is looking good. 4.8. I'll just add that. Let's look what it looks like for now. Save that. So we save that, and we can look at it star. Everything is aligning together from 700, and so let's add this name. No psychedelic Drew. So that should be Drew's Dove, I think, if I'm good at pronouncing it. Um, so it can be pressed. What we have here, we save that. So I should be another way to copy this, so we can actually make it faster. Click on over here and straight at the copy this. Click over here to copy the text. Click here, copy the text. Go inside our code and paste it, and that's it. So we copied it and pasted it. So we have just okay. Let's check this again. So let's see how everything looks. And okay, guys, it's looking good. It's looking good. I'm trying to look at the design, see what we are missing. Um, That's what we need. Let's check the theme color we have. App colors. So we have um, okay. Can see that there. Let's increase this. Color is kind of darker. Um, okay, we just made this up now. Let's copy it back, paste it in here, save this. We are good to go with this. So we are done with that part. Um, Looking at the design we have, that's good. And so right now we want to populate this everywhere in the list. So to do that, we just have to let's go ahead and download these images. That should be so. Just click on that, on the image itself, export. Let's make it bigger. Um, let's export that. The second one, same export. This one, okay. Let's go over here in our file folder, download section. We can go over and unzip this, starting from 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Unzip this and okay, it's too much. I'll go ahead and drag this over to our image folder. Let's rename this and call it placeholder 2 and minimize what we have here. Drag and drop, and there we go. So let's do same for 3 and on Z. Call this placeholder rename. Call this placeholder 3. Paste. We can do the same for 4. Rename this. Call this 4. Drag and drop here. And the last one, which is 5. Rename. Okay, no, unzip first. I can just leave it, call it just placeholder, and I think we are good to go. And let's close those windows up. I'll go ahead and delete this. Let's close this. So right now we have all the image we needed downloaded. Let's go over in our roots, not in our root folder, and that should be in our asset folder, right here in asset folder. Let's create another file um, called a psychologists JSON. Create a JSON file, and in here let's do one thing. So we're going to create a JSON object in there. I think I'll copy something over. I have one already. Um, so there's a JSON object I created with an item, which is a list, and the item contains the details for each psychologist. Like if you over, you can see the name. It's matching the name we have here. So I just did this by myself. Just did the the data modeling. So you have the education part. That's how we are going to make use of all this. But this will be for the dummy part now. But later on, we'll be uploading all this to Firebase and then be getting it directly from Firebase. Copy this. Let's multiply this everywhere so it can be up to 6. Um, and rename, give it another name called Kushadaria. So paste that and paste that there. So while we are still doing this user image, we can just go ahead and replace this with an image. So we are going to call this placeholder. So this should be placeholder 1, and so call this that the corresponding, yeah, placeholder 1 dot png. So it's a png file. So every single one of there is a png file. So we just be changing the numbers, and so we only one will be changing is the name and the image, and we can go over here. Okay, can copy over the placeholder, paste that here. Over here we go over here and copy. Okay, and the next one should be copy this. So you can go ahead and do this first. Copy. So we only have 2 users right now. 3, 4, 5. So the second one should be copy this, and Further placeholder 2. Okay, this has placeholder 1. This should have placeholder 2. And this should have placeholder 3. For the fourth one, is the fourth one. Copy that. For the name, placeholder 4. And the last one in the list, which should be this. Copy that. And okay. That should be just placeholder. You can go ahead and save this. And over here, so this whole thing, we are going to copy that. Just put it in a single status widget. So let's go ahead and do that. That should be this. So there's a starting point and there's an ending point. So copy that out and go over somewhere. Add it as a widget. It's a custom widget for the home art widget. Called a custom user card dot, and we go ahead and add a status widget, and the status widget should be called custom user card, and we're going to return what we just copied over, and that's it. And then let's fix all these issues we are having here. Okay. So we're going to replace all this. So we're going to remove this. We don't need those. And since the image will be coming from currently right now it will be coming from our asset, but we are going to replace that so that the image, this image right here, will actually be coming from our Firebase reference. So let's mark it with something we can remember. Replace with network, other network image. So over here, let's add some dynamic parameters. So we add user, call this user image, and it's going to be a string, and can go ahead and replace this with it. User. So the next one is the name for that name. And so we just replace that with a name. And let's see what else we need to do. And so called specialization. Specialization. Copy that over. So we have final string. And let's go down. So we did the specialization. So we're going to use this. This will be constant. So this will be changing to 4 years. We're going to call this. Okay, guys, we have an error here. We need to fix. That should be final. Call this final. Not a string. So over here we have something we call experience. Okay, experience is actually a string. Is that a good way? Okay, we can leave it that way. Experience. But I think it should be a number. Makes sense to be a number. Should be a number. So experience will be a number. I'm actually going to change it to an integer, int. So it's going to be a number. And over here, since it's a number, we're going to pass it in here by concatenating it. Okay, guys, looks like my audio went off. I'm just trying to fix that. Okay, so just go ahead and continue from where we stopped. So this is called minimum amount, and copy that over. Minimum amount is actually should be a number, not a string. Um, and then over here, we can create a final. So the number could be a double, not an integer. So, but we won't have this underscore. So we call a min amount. So like that, we can replace. So that should say from min amount. What else do we need to change? So that this should be okay, this should be permanent, I think. and then this 4.8 stars will be changed. So I have something called star, and it will say final. That should be double too. Double. Star. Okay, we have that changed. So I don't think there's any other stuff we need to change here. If there is, we can change that later on. So let's go ahead and fix this issue. And we have that. Save this. And right here we are. So let's find a way to populate this using the list we created. And let's go over to our home controller. We should have a home controller. Let's see if we can create that right now. Check out our home. Yeah, now we have that. To speed everything up, we could just go ahead and copy our oath. Right down here. Was it home controller? Let's paste it here. We are not going to leave this like this, so this should be home, not oath. Home controller. I have the already. We're going to have a function here that will fetch all our JSON, and we can use it to populate our I want to call this a feature. It will not return anything, so it will be a feature type of void. So call it a feature void. We call it get dummy data. Dummy psychologists. Get dummy psychologist data, and we should be asynchronous, and in here. So we are going to call this. Let's see if there's something we need to use here. So inside our already, that should be this. So inside our already function, and on this, we kind of like have to let's create a observable list. I call Psychologists. Okay, so observable list, and in here we can go ahead and write our code. I will copy something over. I'll copy the code over here. So this is the code copied over. I will explain this. So we are saying final string response await root bundle. So this root bundle is basically where our assets will be saved in our app. It's called root bundle. This asset. So we are going in there. Let's import something. Okay, that will fix the issue. So load string asset sample.json, but that's not the name of file we want to load. We want to load this one. We will name and copy. Let's copy the name. We are not actually renaming it. JSON, and then we are going to say data await JSON so we can actually use that one, and the source will be response. And once that is decoded, and so we got our data will be in form of an object. We can tap into an items, which is a list. So I can say final data items, and then we can actually assign that over here. The value, okay, now actually you don't need to use the value, is equals to items, close that off. And okay, so we save this. Let's go ahead and Let's go straight to our binding over here. We can add the right somewhere. Um, so home controller wishes this. Okay, and one thing there's some anything else we need to. So right here, um, so wait before we run the app. So there's something we need to fix here. So we can go over here, scroll down to our assets section. Next, and remember the name. The name. Okay, we can just copy the whole thing. Yeah, save. Okay, once that is added, go over to. So we already have this one. Populate this, and then we can use this right here in our. Later on, we can still have to fix this up. This binding, we still have a lot to change here. But now let's continue to what we're doing. So over here in our home controller, that should be okay. Main over here. We don't need auth controller here. I don't know why we have it, but we can fix all those up later. Auth controller, we have home. Okay. Let's go ahead and populate this. I can say that is Sakura indicator. Sakura project progress indicator. Else, we make it center, and in here right now is the we can get hold of a custom card. Okay, so it's requesting some data, some parameters we need to fill in. Um, And over here, let's fix this up so that we actually use the psychologist we have here. The length property, and then we can say psychologist, and at index. So at any index we are in, so what we want to do is get hold of, for this we get hold of experience, and next one should be user image. We do the same. Okay, user image, which will be this. Copy that. And that's what else we need. Okay, we have name, and the name we call it name. So specialization, all of this. That's a better way to do this, what we are doing now, but we're going to fix our code later. We can map this, we can actually map this to an object that we can just, instead of coding it like this, we can just tap in by using the notation to get stuff from the object. But for now, we can just go for this way. We are going to fix those later on. We have specialization, and let's see what else is remaining. Minimum amount, min amount, and star. So for the min amount, we get hold of this min amount. And the next one is the star. Just be star. Okay, let's see what. Okay, we are having a type issue here. Let's check this out. Okay, let's see how to solve this. I think it's just a small issue. So we're having a type issue, just says list dynamic is not some type of list dynamic. And okay, let's say the psychologist should be no, what's it called again? Okay, the main type, minimum type is an int. Okay, let's convert every single one of them to a double. I think we're going to get this so much error. There's some stuff we should have fixed here that we didn't fix. We have this and change this for this. Save this and try again. Okay, fix another issue here. So star, which we said it should be a double, but figured out that in most places it's actually a string. So let's it's 4.8, and over here we can have 4.8 here, and fix all this to a double so we can stop getting that error we're having. Save this. Hope we don't get more errors. Okay, since type string is not a subtype of int, which one again is this? Okay, experience. Okay, so it's essentially an integer, and looks like we are making it a string here. Okay, it's actually okay. Let's go ahead and save this. We change out of them to an int. Okay, guys. I know we got it working. Yeah. So these are actually our scrollable list is working, but as you can see, everything is kind of like squashed up with each other. So we can give it a space and um, so looking over here, you can see the card. All the card has a space in between them. So we can go over here in our app, go to the card widgets, which is this, and the card here we can add a margin property which has edge insect dots. Only you can target the top. I can say what we need for the top should be 30.0 for each of them. Okay. Now the top, that should be bottom. So for the bottom, yeah. So that's working fine. So you can see, you can scroll up As you see, we are having the amount of space for each every and single one of them. You can see, and everything is showing up. So basically, we just covered how to use a JSON file, a JSON file from our root bundle in our asset folder to populate our UI for a dummy test for a dummy UI. Right now, this is actually not a real data coming from our database. So later on, we are going to change this. Like when we are done working on the home screen, we are going to change this up. But for now, let's leave it like this, and it's looking good. It's looking good. Um, let's add one more item so that we can actually scroll up and see what that looks like. So you can head over to a psychologist. Yeah. Um, so you can duplicate the last one, which is this. Scroll, bring this down. So this should be it. Copy and paste and paste it. And that's it. Save this. Save. Let's hot restart our app. You can see it's working. I can just scroll up, scroll down, scroll up, scroll down, and right now we cannot tab the users because we haven't added a tab recognizer on it. But so this what we are having here. We can put it side by side and look at the design. So we have everything. It should. So this remaining the bottom, this part. So we have to change this up. But before we do that, let's try something here. Um, in our main dots, we can go over here and change this back. This for testing right now. This theme, uncomment it, add another theme, and change this to dark theme. I can see it's looking nice. So let's cross check it with the dark theme we have. So there's the dark theme of the app. So we are looking at this, see that we are not missing anything. We actually are at the right track. So we have the same colors, everything is showing up properly. We have this. So we are good to go. So our dark theme is working without any issue. So we can actually scroll up, scroll down. So let's see if we can add one or two bottom icons. Then we can call it a day for today and continue tomorrow. So let's close it. So let's add this first one. Um, so there's the bottom navigation, and And then you can add a child, and the child should be a row widget. Make it a row widget. It's gonna have a children, and the children in here. Let's see if there's something called a test icon in Flutter. We don't have that. Let's try icon test. Okay, we don't have that either. I'm trying to see how to make it possible so you can have that kind of icon on the top and a test at the bottom, and without doing much. So the only way we could do that is that we can make these icons inside a row. It should be a column, and we can do it this way. And okay, add this, and in here, then we can have. Can actually make this a container. And, here we can have an icon. Inside this, you can have icons dot standing. And check for my icons here. Okay, someone just said hi. Um, okay, what's the name? Just fast. Greetings to you too. If you're live, you can just message me again. Then we can have a chat. Okay, let's continue. So over here, let's say there are the icons. Oh, okay, what I wanted to do is I want to search material icons to see if we have that particular icon we're looking for. We don't can't see that. Let's see this. See this. Okay, let's start with chat. Let's see the one we have. Okay, this is what it looks like here. It's called forum. I can try this out. I can see the icon here. I can have the text below it, and the text should say something like and just say something at random, not following the icons there, so it's called chat. We will change this up tomorrow. The text should say chat, and you can see this is positioned somewhere There's a space by the side and by the side. And let's say, okay, by the side it has 14 pixels. We can add that to the container. It's actually to the container. Um, okay, let's say left 14 pixels, and that is working. And from the top, there's a little space at the top. We can call that, let's say 10. And at the right, we can say 10 again. Yeah, and that's pushed it down. I think we need to add more by the left. Let's make it 20. So that it's kind of like tappable. And by the right, let's make it equal 20. And so we can go ahead and copy this out. Or we can just test it out and see if it's anywhere. See how that looks like. So that's how it looks now. But let's add a space. Add a space. Hey guys, we'll be stopping here for today. So let me just write this code. We'll call it today 02. Okay. For now, we'll stop here today. We'll continue the app development from tomorrow, from where we stop today. Okay, guys, have a nice day. Take care, and I will see you guys tomorrow. And yeah, see you guys. Peace.
get lost, feel the temperature rise. Baby, tell me one more beautiful light. One touch and light ignite. I feel the heat as we